All right, let's keep playing. Let's keep going, everybody. Let's keep going with this particular playthrough. Again, we're using some mods to completely and utterly do what we always wanted to do at the very beginning of the game, and that is completely and utterly scrap Sanctuary. I mean, take everything out. Take the buildings out. Why would you not get the resources that are sitting right there in front of you in your settlement? Why would you not remove them? Now, I can understand it if you're still doing the Cogsworth quest, right? Now, right now, that would probably totally screw up the Cogsworth quest, right? If he got lost or inability to find the house or to go in and out of there or whatever it was, that would totally screw that up. But hopefully it will be okay. Otherwise, I will just have to do this all again off stream. That might happen. We'll find out, because we don't really know how this is going to affect the NPCs, right? If they have certain stuff here at Sanctuary that they have to go to or discover or whatever along the way. I wish I'd get rid of this bush. Why would you let me get rid of everything but this one bush? I hate those bushes. They got to go. They got to go. Look at this. Holy mackerel. Sanctuary is what you would want it to be. This is what you want Sanctuary to be. You want it to be an empty plate, a plate that your imagination, or an empty palette, or an empty canvas, where your imagination can run wild and say, wow, if I put something there, or if I build this over here, or I did this, right? You can make it however you want it to be, instead of being stuck with that stuff that's there. And again, that's what I like about mods. Mods go ahead and, oh, I can scrap that person too. Oh, I didn't know I could scrap people. I can scrap dead bodies. Awesome. Can I scrap these guys? No. That would be awesome. Actually, there is something we can use for that later. But right now, we are going to keep doing this. Now, we're getting there, everybody. Again, I think you should have to take the time to scrap stuff, because that makes it like you're earning it. You got to earn it by scrapping each individual piece and taking your time. Now, of course, again, when it floats and does all that weird stuff, it does kind of take away from the immersion of the game, but such is the way it goes. Now, you know what? I love how I can just like totally scrap them bottles now. I can totally scrap them and not really have to worry about them. That one I'm going to store. Awesome. And this is going to... Oh, I forgot about this, everybody. Thank you, Cadam. And also, Grasshopper for the 1 bit. Thank you, Cadam, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet army. Now, this is going to be my favorite part. How many of you in the chat? I want to see in the chat. Hey, Connor, what's up? What's up? Thanks for hanging out in the chat. Sushi Monster also hanging out in the chat as well. Great to see you, Sushi. Kill the tree. I can't get that tree. I can't get the tree. Let's see. Welcome, everybody, says Grade. I love to see that. Give Grade 1,000 kiss caps in the chat for saying welcome to everybody. I know a lot of people do it, but I don't know. I just feel like Grade comes in, hangs out, and just acts as an awesome part of the community. I think, you know what? I think he's a little underrated. I'll give him 1,000 kiss caps just for being awesome. Let's go. Oh, yeah, he started now. I've never scrapped the houses. Yeah. I scrapped the heck out of them. Scrapping the heck out of them. But then again, that's what it's all about, right? That's what it's all about, playing the game your way, the way you would play it. Now, I want to see people in the chat who have ever built here at Sanctuary and then got stuck on this darn playset where it was like in the way of your build. I know it has happened to me so many times because I build stuff back behind here because this is, of course, one of the most secure places in the entire Sanctuary. And you're like, what do you mean, Kismet? Why is this the most secure place? Well, the reason why it's the most secure place is normally you have a building there, you'll have a building here, and you have a building over there, right? So you've already got a natural obstruction already. Now, you've also got these things that normally you can't remove, right? So the bad guys cannot go through these hedges, right? Because normally you can't remove them. So that acts as a barrier as well. And then you have the hedges over here that are a barrier and the hedges on the other side that are a barrier as well. So you'd want to build right here, right? Now I've built some spaceships here and I've built some mega builds. One of my first mega builds, I built it right here and I've run into this thing like 1,000,000 times. And now, for all of you and for me, they're out of there. Scrapping those monkey bars in the playground geodome out of there, and the swing set. Look at that, everybody. Look at that. We can finally come in here and build right over here without that being in the way. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. Now, awesome. Oh, I hope I can scrap this whole thing. Yes! Look at this. Again, I would cut those hedges down. I would cut them down. I mean, they should have gave you an option. Can you cut those down or not? Right? I think they should have gave you an option to cut down the hedges. I mean, hey, you take your little pointy knife and you cut the hedges down, right? You cut them down at the bottom and they fall down. Right? Another thing right here too is this kind of uneven, weird ground that's right here in the back of this yellow house. Also very annoying. That kind of weird thing that it does. Now I've got floating food though. I don't like that. I don't like floating stuff. If I can avoid it. There we go. All right. Oh, so satisfying. So satisfying. I hope you guys felt as good about that in the chat as I did. Oh yeah, tons of people. Connor in the chat. Raz says absolutely with a 1. Yeah. You've never played this game, Lauren Tucker. Wow, really? Never played it. Well, hey, you can play it vicariously through me. We're going to, of course, do some fun stuff here. We're going to do some fun stuff. Now, you're like, Kismet, why are you spending so much time on Sanctuary, bro? Why don't you just go out there, quest, kill some stuff, get some loot, yada, 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 rush to the end of the game? Because I don't want to. It's my game. And you have that power, too. Speaking of awesome people, Fatnet coming in with a sub love, crushing it, elbow dropping the stream with that sub love. Show him some love in the chat, everybody. Again, we get to that 15 subs. We're going to get on that Kismet love train. Show you some extra love as well. Show you some extra love. But let's show some hype and chat for that sub love for sure. Now, I hope you can't get rid of that. No, I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of the Sanctuary sign, but I am so excited about getting rid of all the junk around the Sanctuary sign so that I can see my beautiful Sanctuary sign without all of this junk junking it up. Can I take... I can take it off of the Sanctuary sign! Oh my goodness! To the Almighty! Look at that beautiful Sanctuary sign. Oh! Now we can see it with pride, right? We can see it with pride. Whoa, we can actually get rid of this part of the cement there. Now again, I got to watch out. Take the loot out first. Right here. Now I wonder, can I take this bridge out? Can I take the entire bridge out? I would love to repair this bridge is what I'd love to do, right? Repair this bridge back. Now, I've seen mods that actually do repair that bridge, which is cool. Because that's another thing I would do. I would take all of that wood, and then I would pull up the bad planks here, and I would try to plane some woods and fix this darn bridge, right? That's one of the things I would do. I'd also make a big, giant bunch of spikes that come out of the bottom if they come over there, and I flip a lever and get them with some spikes or something. Shoots flames out of there. I don't know. Make it out of steel and then make flames come out of the thing. I don't know. I would just make it better than this poor rickety bridge that we've got here. All right, so let's get to it here. Now, again, take your time. It's your game. It's your style of play. And if you want to rush, go to the end, hey, it's your game. Go ahead. Go for it. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying that's not what I'm into. But, you know, if you're into it, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I never tell people how to play. I just tell people how I play and, you know, give you a few suggestions from here to there. Nothing wrong with that. Let me give you some Kismet tips along the way for all of this. Now, again, this is the first time I've done mods, and I'm loving it so far. Again, that's why I try to pick them very, very sensibly to go, okay, now, if I was really there, what could I do that mods will let me do, right? Now, if I was really there, I couldn't fly, so I'm not going to make myself able to fly. If I was really here, could I come around here and cut away all of this grass and bush and all these things? Could I really go in and spend this much time clearing this away? And would I do that? I absolutely would. I absolutely would go through and clear and make myself a beautiful, pristine sanctuary just like I'm doing now. I would make it beautimous. Like this. Look at this beauty. Look at this beautiful, beautiful deal we're doing here. Is there something in that mailbox? Let's check. Russell, is the name on that mailbox. Bye-bye, Russell mailbox. All right. Get in there, you. You just got that little tiny spot to get it. Oh. I'm going to get you. There we go. Little tiny spot to get that one. Look at these streets. Again, I'd clear the leaves. I'd clear this whole entire area out. This is where I live. This is my house here. I'm going to clear this stuff out if I live here, right? I'm going to leave it over up. I'm going to leave all the various debris there. I mean, some people might. I would think that some people would. But me, nah. I would clear it. I would clear it all out of there. I would meticulously take my time. Now, again, this is why we call this the Mega Run, because we are taking our time. And we're going to run through the entire game with mods that do not give us an advantage, but just kind of enhance the game in the way the game should have been enhanced in the very beginning. But probably just Bethesda didn't have enough time to put in all of these extra features that we are using mods for now, like this scrap ability, where I'm able to scrap pretty much everything out of here, even including big boulders and tires that are in the way, little stone that's in the way here. The cool thing is it gives me concrete as well. Now I'm going to do a little bit of jumping to try not to get too radiated. And we got that going on. A little bit of jumping here. Get rid of this down here. Refrigerator door. Look at this. We can get rid of the boulders. Isn't that cool? That is just too cool. Too cool. STVN CRV coming in, showing that love by dropping the Dragon Ember, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. I hope you guys are enjoying this, because I'm having the time of my life right now. Kismet is called Hiding the Body. There you go. There you go. I'm going to hide the body in a wood chipper. That's what you're going to do. Kiz your voim. What does that mean? You're going to need a new enter key after this. I know. Well, actually, I'm using the E key. I'm not using the enter key. I hit the R button to scrap, and then I hit the E key because it's right next to the R button, so it's much easier to use. And that's what I'm doing right now. And I've been doing that since I started playing. I didn't actually even think about using the return because the E is right there, and I knew that you could use it for anything that you could use return for, right? Very early in the game. So like if you see enter for scrap, you hit E, or if you're on console, by the way, you can use your action key, which does the same thing. Now look at this. Look at how much more. This is what they should have done. This is what they should have done right here. Even if they didn't let you scrap the houses, they should have at least let you go around and take down all these darn bushes everywhere, because they are annoying and visually mess you up. Now, of course, they're going to leave these two trees. You know why they're going to leave these two trees? Because, of course, mobs spawn from this side to make it more difficult for me to see that spawn, but that's okay. You know, you can't have everything, I guess. I guess you can't have it all, but you can certainly try. All right. Can't get rid of that. Can't get rid of some of these boulders, but that's okay. They're not really in my way too much. And now this one over here, now this one is set, so you can actually get rid of this one in the base game, in the vanilla game. And there's some other stuff here you can get rid of. But in this, with this, whoa, hello! Hello! Wrong button. Stabby, stabby! Woo, tried to get me, a little sucker. Tried to get me. All right, sneaky little bugger tried to get me. Let's go ahead and save, because we just did a whole lot of stuff, and I realized I hadn't saved that whole entire time. Holy moly. Holy moly, would have been doing all that again. All right, now we got our save in there. Let's go ahead and get rid of these irritating bushes, including the whole house foundation gone. All of that gone. All of this gone. Now, again, we've also got some mods for building in here, too. So we can actually do some building that's not in the base game later on. Now, I'm not going to do that kind of stuff early. I've also got this cool mod that actually lights up letters and things at various locations that I did not install because I don't want to do that early because I don't have the ability to make that happen. And so I will try to add that later when I feel like, okay, my character now has enough knowledge to be able to build something that could make that happen, right? And again, that's how I think about my gameplay. would it really happen? Oh my gosh, look at this. Let's get rid of all of this. Let's get rid of all of this. The darn Brahmin always getting stuck on all this stuff. Over here. Oh, hello there. Now look how good these 38 rounds look, by the way. Got some high-res textures in there. Look at that. Oh, nice. Nice. Whole nother level there. Nothing in there. And we'll stand up. There we go. Keep on going. Kismet is in scrap heaven, isn't it? Yeah. Now, this is actually one of the most scrap-heavy places in the entire game. I would say the only thing that rivals this would be Spectacle Island at the level of the scrapping. Now, we're about, I would say we're about 70 to 80% done here, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and speed up a little bit. Sometimes I'm chatting and I go a little bit slower, but such is the way it goes. Again, we need to take a moment and try to get everything out of the various containers. Because it doesn't look like it's doing it, or it's just not giving me the notice that it is actually putting this stuff in the workbench.
No way I could pick this.
And there's something down there, which we should probably not scrap, but I'm going to anyway. I'm going to anyway, because I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. But let's see, what is it? This is advanced. So yeah, I wonder if we can pick that up. Pick it up and move it? No. All we can do is scrap it. I don't think it went in the workbench, but oh well. We'll just have to. What is that? Oh, fishing rod. We'll just have to find some more loot in another place. All right. Again, I don't like stuff floating, but we'll just deal with it for now. See if there's any more loot on the ground that I'm missing. Now, you know what's going to happen, though? The loot that was probably underneath this stuff or fell on the floor or whatever is eventually going to be here, and I'm going to be running by and realize that there is something underneath there, right? There's something that's fell on the ground that I didn't see when I was scrapping all of this. And canned dog food. We'll store that. And scrap. Scrap. So let's try to get all this floating stuff first. Not too much immersion. I probably could have just stored that light bulb to use later, but we're going to go ahead and get this. Oh, let's go ahead and turn the sound back up again. Just realized I have my sound down real low. There we go. I love the sound of scrapping. They're like, Kismet, how'd you do that? Just keep hitting R and E, R and E. And you, whatever's behind your cursor, of course, is just going to keep cascading back as well. Put that back over there. Dead bug. Da 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 da. Dead bug. The door first and the fridge. Look at this. Loving it. Loving this sucker. Loving everything about it. Look at this baby. We got a beautiful, pristine sign over here. Something's floating up here. I can see because there's a shadow there. What is it? Where is it? Oh, from over there. From over here. Yep, that's what it was. Shadow's coming from this side. Like those lights are cool looking. Wish I didn't have to scrap those. I could just save them, but I can always use it later. Now I don't scrap cooking stations. I never scrap workstations because I don't have the ability to make them right now. So of course I don't want to scrap those. But look at this, an absolute pristine and cleared sanctuary so far. Loving it. Loving it. And again, I want to accidentally get rid of this one, but I can get rid of this stuff out here. And I'm probably going to leave that. Oh, there's a combination wrench right there. Leave that. I wonder how often I've actually found that wrench there. Probably not too often. Oh, now I got to be real careful right here. I'm just getting the bushes. There we go. Now, I do this anyway, by the way. I do this anyway. Even without the ability to scrap all this kind of extra stuff, I scrap everything. It's one of the first things I do in game. I scrap the entire thing. every single last bit of loot that I can scrap, I scrap it here at Sanctuary. And this is going to play an important role later. Now, I can invest the time now, or I can invest it later. I would rather do it up front, where I'm kind of more inspired to spend time scrapping everything. And you know, it's very relaxing. You're just going around clearing stuff. And you're also going to have more of an ability to see anybody who tries to attack your settlement. And we can, of course, build some mega settlements here without being obstructed with the other thing. Now, I've already built here so many times with the standard base game or with some DLC. So that I have already done and conquered many times over. So I'm not too worried about that. So now I'm ready for something new. And that's why, now that I've played through 5 times and have over 2,000 hours in the game, I feel perfectly okay with now using mods. And so, it's getting dark time, and let's go ahead and save, so we don't have to do all that again. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and forward time, so you guys don't have to watch me do this in the dark. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and go 12 hours in the future. Uh-oh, someone took you out from the Bit Boss. That's right. Kellum Mall came in, dropped the elbow drop. Again, if you want to be the Bit Boss, if you are the Bit Boss at the end of the night, you, of course, are going to get 10,000 KizCats for our contests and giveaways. Oh, I was going to start a giveaway. Did I not start it? Did I not start? I think I did. Did I not start it? I didn't start it. I was talking about it, but I got sidetracked. Let's get it started. Okay, so again, we're going to give you some Stream Element pins, but I'm also going to give you some Kismet loot drops. I'm going to give you some Kismet swag. So you might as well use your KizCast up, because, hey, you know, you might as well, right? You might as well. Stream Elements, pin, and Kismet loot drop. Go! And there we are. We're off and running. Now, if you want to be part of the giveaways here on the stream, we do a lot of giveaways. We do them every single night, of course, all December long up until Christmas Eve. And this is how you be part of them right here. So it's going to go ahead and pop up there. It's going to do exclamation point loot in the chat to check how many KizCaps you have. And then exclamation point ticket, and then how many you want to do. Now, it says up to 1,000, but I've cranked it way up to 11. So you can do 10,000 KizCaps that you can use to give yourself a huge advantage. Now, another way to be a huge advantage in our giveaways is to actually be subscribed to the channel as well. You have 3 times the chance, and you earn 3 times the KizCaps in the channel as well. If you want to know any more about that, all of that information is also down below the stream. So there you go. There you go. All right, it's a beautiful day to be finishing up our scrapping here in Sanctuary. We've only got 2 more buildings to go. Can you believe it? Can you believe that we got that done? That is awesome. Awesome. Oh, I'm like giddy like a school kid in the schoolyard. Look at this. Now, see, this is what I always wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do, is to go and really scrap it. I mean, like, scrap it, right? Get rid of all of it, because it don't need to be there. Like this right here. Come on. Tell me I can get rid of that. Tell me I can get rid of it. No, I can't get rid of that. But it's sure shaping up, isn't it? It's shaping up big time, and I'm loving it. And I could spend endless amount of time doing this. I can spend an endless amount of time making my settlements nicer. All right? Making them very, very nice. There are all this kind of hedge weeds and stuff all over the place. Why did they not give us this option before? Why is this not in the base game? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you'd spend too much time doing this and not looking for your son. I don't know anybody who does that. I don't know anybody who takes like 800 hours in game before he even says, oh yeah, I knew there was something I was supposed to be doing. Yeah. I think that happens to just about everybody. Who do we got here? We got Abel right here as his location. I don't think I've ever really looked at those before up close to find the particular houses, because of course they're talking about specific houses. So you read it from the terminal, right? And then it tells you the specific house where stuff is. And of course, the terminal one is it's not this one. I think it was this one over here. Is this one. So we're going to see what happens when we try to get rid of that house. Might just be floating up there. We'll find out, but look at this. Looking sharp. I can't wait to put a whole bunch of food along the edge, right? All around the edge. Put some mute fruit out there. Have like a proper A proper farm. All right, look at this. I'm jumping around a little bit here, but such is the way it goes. Such is the way it goes. Again, I get a shovel. I get a shovel and shovel that out. I would shovel that out and try to fix that asphalt. I would totally do that. This is like a scrapper's dream. I hope I don't wake up from an awesome dream. I bet you my kids are going to wake me up. If anybody's going to wake me up, it's my kids. Been driving me crazy. They can't do basic stuff they could do at 2 years old. Somehow they, like, regress. They regress and don't have... Oh, I got it from over here. Oh. Oh, look at that. Little trick that you try to hit it from far away. Oh, look at that little trick I just learned. Try to hit it from far away a little bit easier. Yeah, look at that. All right, learning new stuff. Learning. Yeah, a little bit easier to scrap from far away instead of being right on top of it. I'm going to scrap it all anyway, so it's not like I'm... Leveled up! Am I level 1? I'm level 1, everybody! I'm level 1, or maybe level 2, I would think, because you start at level 1, so level 2. All right, my first perk, everybody. My first perk, you sat through me going and doing all of that. Steady McGetty in the chat saying, hi, kids in chat. Hey, Steady McGetty, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Now, again, if you have a comment or question for me, my name is Kismet. If you're new to my stream, feel free to put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. If I miss it for any reason, feel free to throw it in there again. I don't mind at all. Feel free to ask questions or statements or whatever you want to do. Now, what is going to be my very first perk here in this new playthrough? So, yeah. What do you think that I am going to choose as the very first one? Now, of course, I went in the charisma line, so I'm at charisma 10. So, of course, one of the things I want to do very early on would be local leader, of course, so I can, of course, establish settlement routes between my settlements, right? So I can share the resources. Also, I could go strong back, which, of course, would give me 25 carry weight. I have a lot of other ones I could choose here, crafting ones and melee ones and rifles and so forth. I could also choose locksmithing, so I could do advanced locks as well as hacker. Gun, nut, medic. I have all these choices from my particular build that I've started with, right? Including the party boy and inspirational here, where you lead by examples. Companion does more damage in combat, and your companion cannot hurt you, which is a pretty nice one. And then, of course, we've got some way over here. We've got gunslinger. We've got fortune finder. If you notice that I put very specifically 2 into luck, maybe I was trying to go for scrounger, right? Just so you know how to keep the fight going, you find more ammunition in containers. So which one do you guys think in the chat, right? And I'm going to narrow them down to 3 choices, right? I'm going to narrow them down to 3 choices just to make it easy. And my mods are going to go ahead and dish out to you guys some Kiz caps for whoever gets it right. All right, mods, be at the ready. Here we go. All right. So the first one we're going to do is one that I really love. You guys know I love the strong back perk. We'll say that is number 1. So strong back perk is number 1. And we're going to go ahead and say local leader is number 2. Another one that I love, of course, doing settlements. And then we'll go ahead and just use this one over here, scrounger, as number 3. Which one do you think it's going to be? Scrounger, local leader, or strong back perk? Now, those would be among the very first ones that I would do in my playthrough. And it's also depending on what type of playthrough I was doing. But in this case, one of those 3 are going to be my very first one. I'm going to give you a minute to say it in the chat. And I'm even going to let my mods know what it is. So mods, the second I tell you what it is, you can no longer guess. So my mods will know who has the correct answer. All right. So here we go. Boom. All right. My mods officially cannot put it in there anymore. There we go. All right. Let's see who's got it. Number 1, Number 2 or number 3. What? With a 4-month sub love. Amaz Oxter coming in, blowing up the stream. Boom! Elbow drop that bit cup in there. All right, let's see who we got. Let's see. I'm going to give you another minute while I undo what I just did here. Now, I've probably got lots of wood, though, to build this. How much wood? I got 3,000 wood already just to start here. So if I make a mistake, oh well. Let's keep going. Now, how did I make a mistake? Well, I was pressing the buttons a little too fast. And as you can see, my thing moves whenever I press the E key by mistake. And that's not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. I want to clear all this stuff and make myself a beautiful, the most beautiful sanctuary I've ever come across. Look at this. A little bit more out here, too. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. What else we got? We got some boards out here. We got some stuff we missed over here. We got tons of stuff that we missed. Now, I wish we could get rid of this. But no. Because they're... love to attack from that side. I would love to get rid of that so I could see them from very, very afar. But again, this is a mod that allows you to go in and absolutely scrap anything. Now, of course, scrap at your own risk, because you could, of course, brick your save, and I will be doing all of this again. We will see how it goes. I want to see what happens. I don't mind investing the time into making my settlement look awesome. Now, this looks like it's all tied to stuff outside there, so it's not going to look like it's going to let me do that one. And we get this one here. Again, up and down, all around the ground until you see it flash. If you see it flash for a second, you know you can get it. But if you can't get it to flash, then that's it. Move on to the next one. Don't get too obsessed. And maybe one time when you come back, you might be able to get it later. We'll see. A lot of overlapping stuff. You'd think just doing this alone would reduce your frame count here at Sanctuary as well, right? So you don't have as much stuff redrawn. Look how much little stuff that I have redrawn now, right? So if I'm in the middle of a battle, that redraw is going to be absolutely minimal, if at all, right? And we're, of course, going to go around here and get rid of these cement blocks. And we've got ourselves a thing there. Look at this. We missed all this cool stuff in here. Missed all of these bricks laying around. Somebody spent a lot of time, a lot of time making all of that work right there. And big love to them who made this mod. Basically, this is scrap everything mod. Love me to go through and scrap a whole bunch of stuff at Sanctuary that you normally cannot scrap. Of course, all of this kind of overlaying thing. Again, I would dig this out and fix that so that it was as pristine as possible if I was actually there. All right, let's go back and see who got it right. Time to fire up Fallout playthrough. Have a good stream, Kismet. Much fun. Hey, if I inspire you to go play some Fallout, then I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right. All right, time's up, everybody. The answer is... right over here. That's right. I'm going to choose Scrounger first. And you're like, Kismet, why are you choosing Scrounger, bro? You need to do these settlements, man. You got to get these settlements connected. Or wait, you need more so you can lift stuff, right? Right? No. I need to use the perk that is going to get me the biggest benefit over the longest period of time. So that's why I always, in this particular style of playthrough, go for Scrounger first, because you are hurting a lot for ammo at the very beginning of the game. So if you don't want to be hurting, even if you just put 1 point into it, you'll be a lot less hurting for ammo. I will eventually go all the way into it, by the way. You find even more in there and even more. And then a chance of gain ammo when firing the last round of your clip, which I think is cool. So if you shoot the last bullet, you might get some bullets back, which I think is a kind of a neat perk. But that's where we're going to go right there. Into there. So every time we scavenge, we are going to... and find more ammunition in the containers. Now, another great one to start with, if you like to scavenge at the very beginning, is Scrapper. If you notice that I'm 5 down on purpose into this particular line, which is the intelligence line, not to get all this other stuff, but to get Scrapper very early on. And I have specifically chosen them in such a way that I can get Scrapper, I can get Scrounger, I can get Strongback, and I can get the local leader. So those are going to be among the very first ones that we do. Now, of course, Scrapper here, waste not, want not, salvaging uncounted components like screws, aluminum, and copper when scrapping equipment, plus loot detection and Scrapper Vision, which I think is super cool. I'm a big fan of Scrapper Vision, which I'll show you when we get to that. So that'll probably be the next perk that I do. Another good one, by the way, is Fortune Finder. Now, if you're not a Wasteland Tycoon like me and you have lots of trouble at the very beginning of the game making money, that is because you need to crank that sucker on at least into 1 point. Because it's going to find more bottle caps and even more and even more. And then when you find more bottle caps container, there's a chance of the enemies exploding in a shower of caps, which is just awesome to see when they blow up into a flurry of caps, which is really, really fun. So if you chose 3, like Electrobes did, who else chose 3? Ariel Red chose 3. Sushi Monster with a 3. Emaz Oxter also picked 3. Anybody else? No. So it was 3, everybody. So if you chose 3, I'm going to give you 2,500 Kiz Caps each. And if you just played along, I'm going to give you 500 Kiz Caps for just participating in it. So now my mods have a lot of fun to do because they got to dish out 500 Kiz Caps to every person who participated and who actually got it right. Well, actually, instead of just getting 500, you'll get 2,500. So now my mods have a lot of fun stuff to do for a minute. They're now going, Kismet. I'm making them work, everybody. I'm making it work. They picked all 3. Well, whatever they went with, that's okay, Crazy. Give it to them anyway. Give it to them anyway. I'm feeling generous today. Now we got this electrical storm, which is not very fun to talk to you guys with, as well as it's also not fun to build stuff or show you stuff. So I utilize a lot of forwarding time when I'm here on the stream. Now, if I was actually playing the game, I wouldn't forward the time at all. I would just keep doing what I'm doing and just get radiated, and then, of course, use some Rad-X, and I'd be just fine. Now, of course, if I wanted to heal myself, right now, I'm fairly healed, right? I'm healed up. But in the survival mode, you don't heal unless you sleep in the bed, and you have to sleep for 8 hours to get that heal. Look at this place at nighttime. Look at this. The beautiful stars overhead. Just imagine all of the cool stuff you can build there now. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down for some cool building. There we go. Now, am I going to do this at every single settlement, every single time? Probably not. Probably not. But there's no guarantee that I won't. But for Sanctuary here, we're giving a lot of extra effort. Because Sanctuary, of course, one of the largest settlements in the game. And, of course, with the fun mod that I added, it will actually give me 3 times the ability. Now, I think that's okay. I think if they, in the game, you should have the unlimited ability to build as much as you want. Now, of course, the more you build, the more your frame rates are going to go down. And that's a legitimate concern from Bethesda, right? They don't want you to have a bad experience because your frame rates are just absolutely terrible. And then, of course, you call up Bethesda and say, my frame rates are terrible and I hate your game and blah, 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 blah. I can totally understand the reasoning behind it. Now, I think they should, of course, give an option to people who choose to disregard their frame rate problem that they might have. In my case, I have a very nice 1080 NVIDIA, which absolutely owns. So I could definitely use the higher end and larger settlements. Now, I wouldn't use it to basically try to work around the game. I would use it just so I could make more fantastic settlements, right? This is the greatest. The greatest. All right. Now again, there's a terminal in there, and I'm going to just take care of the building. I have a feeling it's going to take the terminal with it. Let's see. No terminal went with it. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of the roof. Let's see what happens there. No. What if I get rid of the floor? Nope. It's going to be there forever. That is something I cannot get rid of. Now, there is terminal commands, by the way, that you can use to get rid of it. But again, I don't use terminal commands. I try not to do that. Oh, and there's a gun just sitting right there that I missed. What else we got? Oh, we got a kitchen sail down there. And we got a chemistry station back here. I almost forgot about this chemistry station. That's right, we got it way back here in the back. And of course, we're going to kind of consolidate all of our stuff. Now, if I was playing survival mode, by the way, I would go ahead and I would take all of these things and I would run them over and put them on the bridge. And you're like, why would you put them on the bridge? I also put a bed on the bridge, too. And you go, Kismet, why would you put them on the bridge? Well, you can put them way on the bridge, by the way, way over here, right on the edge of the settlement, if it lets me. Oh, wow. I can't set that on the bridge. That is interesting. Oh, one of my mods is causing that. Normally, what you can do is go and set this stuff. Set it on the bridge. Well, I cannot set it on the bridge. Hold on, hold on. I got to test this now. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get a bed. And then let's go ahead and try to put this on the bridge. And this is definitely something that I have done many a time. But yes, my mods are making it. Not my mods as in my moderators. But the mods I am using are... There's a mod that's making this where I cannot put the bed on here. I have put the bed on here nearly every single survival playthrough. Now, why do I do that? Well, I put that there and I put all the workbenches right here so that I am the closest to the wasteland, right? So if I go out to Red Rocket or if I go out here at the beginning of the game, I can come back very easily. I can save because you can only save in the bed in survival mode. And then, of course, I have my workbenches so I can throw stuff in the workbenches without having to lug all the way back over there to use the workbenches or to do that. But one of my mods is causing that to not be functional. So that probably also means that I can't put walls and whatnot on there. Let's see. Can I put walls up there? Floors, maybe. Floors? No. It doesn't have any collision. Have any collision with it. How about the walls? Concrete walls. I can put them there. Yes. So the bridge doesn't have any collision. And again, can I scrap the bridge? I cannot scrap the bridge as far as I know. Such is the way it goes, everybody. Such is the way it goes. Now again, since I can quick travel, then I don't have to be way over there. I can be wherever I want to be in my particular location. So we're going to go ahead and take this chemistry station. We're going to run it way over here. And of course, now we've got our chemistry station, our power armor, our cooking station, our armor and weapons, and the workbench. Oh, look, I can scrap right under the workbench. The workbench does not go. It doesn't select the workbench. But there we go. As you can see, we've cleared this out. Now, one of the other things is these bushes right here. When you're trying to do your food and you're trying to run it in between the buildings, you got all these trees and whatnot in the way. I'm glad we got rid of that. Oh my gosh, another storm. Another storm, everybody. Let's go ahead and just try to... Look at this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and install that storm one for next time. That's going to be a lot of fun. What time is it? Wow, man, time is going by so fast. So fast. In the case, Ismaz Oxter, thank you so much again for that 4 months. Appreciate that love, man. Appreciate that love. Mr. Spectacular hanging out in the stream. What up, kids? How's your day going? Fantastic. I'm doing a new playthrough, a mega run through Fallout 4. This will be my 6th playthrough in Fallout 4. I'm over 2,000 hours in the game. Most of that time, by the way, is on stream. Let's go ahead and go 1 hour and see if it changes the weather. It's like magic. I just waited an hour. Boom. I didn't have to waste my entire day waiting for it to change. That's why I usually like to do that an hour at a time. And again, can remove any of these things that are not supposed to be there. Not supposed to be there. And this, what I do is really go through block by block, area by area, and look for anything I can get rid of in here. Now, one of the things also is when you're coming, or when they're attacking from this side, is that you have these trees off to the side that don't go away. You can't scrap them. These ones right over here, these you can normally not scrap. They're only going to be worth 12 wood, but they are gone. Even if it gave me no resources whatsoever, I would definitely Try to scrap that out of my way. Oh, there's something there. Feels like I could have scrapped something there. Oh, what's this one over here? That one back there. That hedge there. Nice. See, I love how you get rid of these hedges, because if you were really there, you could just chop down the hedges, and you get rid of these trees that you normally can't get rid of. And again, this ability of doing what I'm doing right now should have already been in the game, I think. If not the houses, at least all this other stuff that is just in your way, that is just completely blocking your ability to do stuff. Oh, look at this. Get rid of the path. Maple tree. Oh, that's cool. See, I'd like to take that path out and then put a path back in, right? Or as I'm taking one out, take all the stone out. See, as I'm taking one out, I could put a, of course, leveled one in there that was maybe clean, or a brand new one, kind of like a replacement for that one. Oh, I get rid of the blocks. Awesome, that particular one. Get rid of the blocks there. Let's keep going on the fence. Again, this is a bit extreme. I know, it's a bit extreme to do it at this level. But never did it at this level. Never used this mod before. In fact, never used any mods in my playthrough before. There's a doghouse for a certain doggy. But we already got him a doghouse, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that one. We're getting there, everybody. We're working our way back to that other house. Try to finish this up. Or this weird uneven ground that stuff loves to sink into. Loving all of this. Loving it. Thanks for hanging in there, by the way, everybody. I know not everybody's into me scrapping. Not everybody's into me building settlements. You want me to go and shoot stuff. I understand. I understand. But we're going to invest some time. We're going to invest some time, and it's going to pay off big time later on. So we're going to go ahead and scrap it all. There we go. We're going to take a moment here before we scrap the rest of the house to see if there's anything in the containers before we scrap them. Because we did learn that for some reason it did it at the very beginning, but the second I started scrapping non-items, oh,
If I only had a bobby pin.
I'm out of bobby pins. Such is the way it goes. Some Radex in there. It didn't look like it was saving it into the workbench, so I don't want to miss out on some of my loot here. Even though I'm going to be getting plenty of it later on. Plenty of it. All right. Now again, let's see what's in this thing right here.
Out of bobby pins.
We don't know what's in it, so if we did scrap it and went in the workbench, we would never know. So off it goes. Again, I like to leave the floor while I'm doing this. This makes it easier visually to see. And we are just getting a massive amount of resources from this too. And then sometimes you miss it. Awesome. Brayna, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Show them some love in the chat, everybody. Look at that cigar. Got herself a cigar there. Look at this beautiful amount of scrapping. Oh, you can actually get rid of that whole thing. Cool. That's a cool planter, though. See? Would you like to make your own kind of cool rounded planter like that? I want to. I like it. I like it, but I don't want it to be right there. I want it to be where I want it to be, not just some random spot where I'd have no choice. I want it to be my choice of where it goes and what happens with it. My choice completely. All right, let's try to aim this just right. Like that one? That was a pretty fast one. Pretty fast one. Try to get rid of that floating stuff. Man, I'd love to get rid of this dirt pile that goes right across there. But the best thing to do is back up, I've found, too. If you back up, you can kind of discover where those tricky points are to scrap. Every time I see these fences, I just think of like 4 or 5 hours of just moving those fences around as defenses, only to find out that fences are useless, are pretty much useless in the game for defense, because they just hop over your fences because they kind of think about how much time it takes you to get back to your settlement, and by the time you get back to your settlement, they're in the middle of your settlement somehow, even though there should be no way for them to get in. And because if you have a Kismet kill box, they're going to get annihilated by the turret or the turrets, depending on how many you got. But it doesn't take any of that into account. It doesn't take any of that into account. Again, that thing is going nowhere. I will have to get rid of it later. Oh, look, there's some Nuka-Cola right there. No idea that Nuka-Cola was there. Oh, did I check the dryer? I did. I did check the dryer. All right. Let's get rid of the rest of this. Almost done. Here we go, get into some trouble. Go get into some trouble. Again, when you have a smaller settlement, this would go way faster, obviously. Way faster. Get some copper right there. Nice. Nice, nice. And we got a fan up there. Giddy up, Buttercup. Store that in the workbench. No chance to get rid of this. Nope. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Little bits of stuff along the edge here. I think that's it, man. That was, I don't know about you, but I thought that was pretty thorough. Pretty thorough sanctuary clear here. I think we got everything that we could loot. I think we got pretty much the bulk of it. If I can loot more, I don't know where it's at. But let's go ahead and just check the edges. Check the edges a little bit. And see. Nope, I think that is a done deal. Again, we'll check these bushes. That is a done deal, everybody. That is a fully looted and cleared sanctuary. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Look at that. Look at this. This is a thing of beauty. Because I can just see in my head all of the things that I'm going to build along this entire area. And mega build, though. Mega build a giant city right here at Sanctuary. Can't wait to do that, but I don't got enough resources right now. I don't got enough for that, so I'm going to go in this root cellar and see what's in there. Let's go. Let's do it. Kismet, you probably build up from underneath the bridge to give it a framework or foundation. There you go. You can get a planner in the mod, Kismet. I bet I could. I bet you there's a bunch of planner mods. And actually, I have a bunch of various other stuff there. Now, down here, I can't scrap anything. I can't just scrap out the walls and all that stuff because I'm not actually in the settlement. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick up as much resources as I can. Again, very early in the game, you will find that I farm a massive amount of resources. Because that's what gives me the power to build my settlements and the power...
No bobby pins.
...to turn me into a wasteland tycoon. Now again, if I don't have any bobby pins, that's okay. Come back and get that another time. And again, very early in the game, by the way, a great place to come in survival mode in here and use this bed to save. Just save a bit. Alright, got up here. Try not to knock these cans off, by the way. I have accidentally knocked these cans off before. And they end up... Oop, like that one. Did I get it? Or did it disappear? I have knocked them off before. They go behind there and then you can't get them, which is a huge bummer. Huge bummer, because I like to get every little bit of resources I can. I can pick this up also. Throw it over that way. Behind here. think I got everything that I saw. Check under the bed. Around the bed. All right, got those resources. Radia. Again, great place to come very beginning of the game if you're getting radiated. Great little bunker to hide in while the rad storm's going on. Yeah. Exactly, Stevens, exactly. That's why I have some settlements installed, but I don't want to rush some settlements. You can't actually just make some settlements come on right at the very beginning. But I want to kind of play through the gameplay, and then you actually discover the ability to do some settlements as part of the gameplay, which is pretty fun. So yeah, I don't like to rush. I don't like to rush. Look at this! Ah! See, that's what I wanted to do at the beginning of Fallout. When I first started playing, that's it right there. I wanted to go through and make it how I wanted it to be. How I had the power to take everything down and utilize those resources to build something fantastic for my settlers. Now, again, am I going to do this at every single settlement? No, I'm not. I am not all tonight anyway. I am going to go ahead and move on and make sure that I don't have any resources on me that I don't really need to carry with me. So I've got a pistol. I've got a pipe pistol. I've got a bunch of pipe pistols. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. Let's see. This one does 13 damage, and I've got a pistol that does 18 damage. And let's see. I got a military cap. I can wear that for now. I don't need to carry all this kind of random stuff around. Now again, if you notice, I've got purified water, bottled water, sugar bombs, all of that. But I have no conditions. I have no conditions over there, so I don't need to use food at all. Ever. No food, no water, no nothing. There's no reason to use it because it's not on and making me use it. Otherwise, I start taking damage and losing my action points. If you notice, I'm in very hard, so I don't have that condition or that problem to constantly deal with, which I think is a bummer. I think you should be able to turn that on and have your own custom survival mode. I think that would be fun. I'm sure there's probably a mod for it somewhere, and somebody has thought of the same thing and said, Kismet, here you go. But I have not discovered it yet. Now, I kind of see some trees over here that seem like I might have missed them. So we're going to go over this way and take a little look. No, they're off in the green area. They are beyond where I can live. Now, sometimes, by the way, there is stuff. Oh, something there that glitched for a second. Sometimes there is stuff that's beyond the thing that you can, it goes into the settlement, but also beyond. There's several places, several settlements that allow you to get that stuff, even though it's outside of the settlement. I'm glad you can't scrap this tree. I love this tree. Beautiful tree. Beautiful tree. I would love to get rid of this bush, though. Getting rid of that bush would be nice, because then you could just, like, you know, put some cool stuff around the edge of the tree and stuff. So that would be awesome. All right, that's enough of scrapping for today. And now the cool thing is, of course, I'm not in survival mode, so I can just go ahead and hit save. And again, another new save. I like to make a lot of saves. Let's see. What do we got? Shaquille Marie and Big D033. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Show them some love in the chat, everybody. Autumn Nicole hanging out in the chat saying, I am great. Awesome. You could probably build up from the bottom, says Rogue. I probably could. I probably could. Hello, Autumn. What's up? Thanks for hanging out. Awesome. We're having a lot of fun here in Fallout 4. Now, you might notice that I'm not playing 7 Days to Die right now. It's because I'm playing a bit of extra Fallout 4 for you guys tonight. We are doing a mega run. Now, mega run is usually when I start doing a lot of mega building, huge structures, showing you guys how to make a ton of cash. Now, we have not unlocked the ability to even make a settlement yet, but let's go ahead and try something here and see if we happen to find some resources along the way after scrapping every single thing that we could find, and see if we have the ability to go ahead and go right here to miscellaneous and see what we got. And you're like, whoa, Kismet, what the heck? What the heck is this stuff? What is this? What does this do? What's this all about, right? Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Not today, but we'll get to it. So yeah, we have a bunch of other cool stuff we can do here, including giant fish nets. Fish net, like that. Pretty cool. And so we can take the whole thing apart and then put it back together however we want, with a whole lot of these mods and various cool things that I have in here as well. Like barber chairs and surgery chairs and the pillory, of course, which we're going to put Marcy in at some point. So yeah, we can go ahead and do that, right? So we can also go under power and then go under here under miscellaneous. And you see we've got an inventory management brain for using fixing contraptions workshop related lag, toggle power in this device and consolidates all components in the workshop. So yeah, we're going to work on that eventually. But right here, the recruitment beacon. Now, we're always missing in the very beginning. Even if we scrap everything in both Vault 111 and here, we're always missing crystal. Now, crystal is one of the toughest things to find early in the game, and you need it for a whole bunch of things. So you need it for your radio beacon, and then we look under power. Also, we've got pretty much enough for a power, so we're okay there. But also, we look under turrets. Let's take a look at what we need. Now, again, we have just a standard guard post. And then we have all the standard turrets. Now, they do have some new turrets, which I did see in there, which is kind of cool. I might add that later. But right now, if we want to do this turret, which is my favorite turret, I never use this turret, ever. Never use this turret. It's a waste of your resources. You might as well do this turret if you're going to do this turret, right? So it's 2 more steel, 1 more circuitry, and literally 2 more oil. And you get a heavy machine gun turret, which is just going to own them. But I got to have gun nut. So let's look and take a look at how close we are to getting gun nut. So gun nut just happens to be in the intelligence line that I'm going to need. So there's another one I'm going to get very early on in the game is the gun nut. And eventually I will go heavy into crafting as well. I go very heavy into settlement building and very heavy into crafting. Now I don't remember if I saved because I was talking to you guys. So let's go ahead and just save again. Might as well. All right, now it's time to get out in the wasteland, do a little stabby. You guys have paid your dues. You have stayed with me the whole time through that, and I appreciate it so greatly. You have no idea. You have no idea how greatly I appreciate it. All right, let's go. Let's go ahead and get some apparel on, because I know I saw a military cap. How am I looking? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at me now. I'm looking good with my glasses. And, of course, my awesome hat, and of course massively high-res textures as well. That just looking awesome. Military cap, of course, giving me perception, so I got 2 extra perception. Now let's go ahead and just double check, by the way. Let's go ahead and into our thing. Let's go ahead and hit T, and let's go look at our perception line here, right? Is our perception down further because we have that perception on right now? Can I get more perks than I normally could because I have that on, right? Because right now I've only got 4 perception. But if you notice, I can get the locksmith, but I cannot do demo expert, and I cannot do that. It only gives you perception, which helps you in your stats, but doesn't boost you in your perks. So let's keep going. Let's go across here in this unfamiliar spot and do a little stabby. Let's grab his stuff. He's got a drifter outfit. Let's go ahead and see. That's a 5.7 versus a 5.10. So let's go ahead and just put that on. Let's take a look at how awesome we're looking now. Because I am looking awesome. Look at that. Kismet out of his vault suit for once, right? Normally I wear my vault suit the entire time. The entire time I play, I'm very proud of being in my vault suit. Plus you get different interactions if you're in a vault suit and then when you're not in a vault suit. So I like to be in the vault suit. I think that's my style right there. I'm looking good. I'm looking good. I got me a tire iron. Now, in one of my playthroughs, when I was playing through in melee mode, the tire iron is actually a pretty great weapon. There's even another one which has a tire iron with an axe on it, which is really, really great. That does 19, and this one does 12, but of course this one goes way faster than that one does. So we'll get that loot there, and we'll go ahead and just hop our way up here. Like so. And we got a whole bunch of stuff up here. Molotov cocktails. We got a short pipe rifle. And a giddy up leg. All right. So now I've got a pipe rifle, which is 34. I'm going to go ahead and quick load that as number 3. There we go. So we've got ourselves our very first pipe rifle. And very, very loud pipe rifle. There we go. And then, of course, we've got this dude up here. I wonder if there's a plaque for this guy. I don't think there is. Now, this is how I know when stuff is respawned, by the way. When I'm coming out of Sanctuary and I see that this stuff has loot, I know that the whole entire area has respawned. Oh. Look at. Look at! Tried to get me. You see that? See how it tried to kill me? It was close. It was close, everybody. Tried to get me. Now, I'm going to go back here and get radiated a little bit. Go and put my gun away. Kind of odd not to have a melee weapon. I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to walk it over here to Red Rocket. In fact, there's a dog over here. I'm going to throw it at that dog. Hello, puppy puppy. Oh, look who it is, dog meat. Look who it is. Who's that? Who's that up there? Who is that? Who's that guy? Who's that guy up there? That's your buddy. That's my buddy dog meat right there. That's my buddy. There we go. God Sponge hanging out. Took a minute because I forgot the name too. There's a mod called Survival Options at the Nexus. Lets you configure your survival mode. There we go. I knew somebody knew. I knew somebody knew where you could turn those on. I'm going to add that to my mod suggestions over here. Settle Survival Options. All right, let's talk to this puppy.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Owner?
You lose your owner, buddy?
Aww.
Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Face your dog, press E to begin issuing commands.
Hey.
Here you go, puppy. Go over there.
Head over there.
Go get it. Remember this when they first showed this at CES for the very first time. I thought it was just absolutely brilliant. Go check out.
Grab anything useful.
Grab stuff out of the workbench. Bring it over here. Ooh, what'd he find? He found a bar of gold. That's why I like dog meat right there. Good boy. Good boy. Now give me the gold now. You got it. You got to give me the gold. Hey, puppy.
Hey.
What'd you do with the gold? Oh, he's got the gold on him. He's got the gold in his inventory. That's awesome. You found the gold, everybody. Whoa, look out. Come on, what you got? Time to burn some ammo. Come on, bring it, everybody. What you got? Kismet's on the loose. What do you got? You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got what it takes to take on the man. What else? What you got over here? Don't shoot the car. Don't shoot the car. Look at that. All right. Easy mode. Easy mode. Me and my buddy Dog Meat own. We own it up. By the way, I saw a cool mod, by the way, that you can actually have Dog Meat and another companion, which I think is kind of cool because if you think of the lore of it, you could carry your dog with you. You can bring your dog with you anywhere, right? I think they were going to give you that original ability, I would think, to just have your dog with you all the time and then use another companion for like storyline and stuff like that. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. La 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 la. Oh, I got to remember to turn those radios off right away, and just to keep it from doing anything else, I'm gonna. Oh. Thought I heard something. Thought I heard something. Apparently not. Apparently not. So I'm going to go ahead and get the workbench. There we go. Whoa. Keep it under control over there, Dog Meat. He's like, you threw that tire at me. I'm throwing it back at you. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of that radio right away. Now again, look, we can get rid of everything in here. Sharpen it up. Get rid of that cone. Get rid of this. Look at this. Look at this. Now it's all nice and clean in here. See, this is what they should have been able to do in the base game. Obviously, you don't want to get rid of the workbench. Get rid of all this junk on the floor around the workbench. Tool rack. Oops, I'm not. I forgot to loot the tool rack. That was my bad. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of this. I wonder if I can get rid of all of Red Rocket. I don't think I can get rid of Red Rocket itself. No, I don't want to get rid of Red Rocket either, so. That's good. Alright, well maybe we'll do a little Red Rocket. We'll do a little Red Rocket while we're here, everybody. And then we'll get going on our quest. Let's see how fast we can scrap Red Rocket. Actually, let's do something first. Before, of course, here comes a thing. Ramen skull. Let's go ahead and just loot Red Rocket. Get all of the stuff we can find out of containers. Getting dark. Oh, there's that telephone. Let's go look at telephone. Let's go look at it right here. Telephone. What does telephone got? Circuitry. Uh-oh. What? Settlement time. That's right. We've got the ability to use some circuitry. It's also very dark in here. Very dark. Let's go ahead and sit down for a minute. Now, how I'm all wet while I'm inside, I have no idea. Yes, I'm modding for the very first time. This is my very first mod playthrough. And it is, I have chosen them wisely so that they don't interfere or break the lore of the game. They actually add to the enjoyment of the game, or there are some features that should have been there, or they're just higher res textures that I chose to add. I don't like lore breaking things that give me unlimited stuff and all that stuff. I like to struggle and work my way through the game, though it's not much struggle for me because they call me a wasteland tycoon for a reason. They call me that for a reason. I have played through many times. I have 2,000 hours in the game. And that is pretty much all on stream, by the way. Pretty much all live on stream. And if you'd like to see any of that playthrough, a melee playthrough, or previous playthroughs that I have done, you can check it out on my YouTube channel. Very easy to find. YouTube.com/KismetBP. I don't think it's on the screen. My mods will throw it in the chat for you. It should be on here somewhere. I think I took it off. I think I did. Is that dog meat right there? I think dog meat might be in the way over there. What are you doing, dog meat? There we go. Dog meat got bumped. If you don't know what I'm talking about, fix this and I'll tell you. All right, right here. My buddy Dog Meat. There he is. Get up there. Hello, everybody. It's Dog Meat. He pops up from time to time right down there in that little corner with a little Santa hat. Hope you guys enjoy that. All right, puppy. Got to get out of my way here. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to do my job, which is to grab everything. Grab it all. Grab every little bit of loot everywhere. Look at these stem packs. Very cool looking. Very cool looking if you could see it in that 2 seconds. I wonder why you can't loot cars, you know? Kind of like in 7 Days to Die, you can go in there and loot cars. I don't know. You'd think there'd be something in the car somewhere. Sometimes there's actually stuff on the seats, by the way, in very rare spots in the world. But you can do that. All right. Now, of course, the first thing I want to do, of course, is consolidate all of my workbenches. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that in here somewhere, maybe over here. There we go. We'll scrap these off the wall. Again, I like to start with a blank slate. I like to take everything out, and then if I want to, I will come back and add stuff. Notice how I can take out that trash on the ground. I can take out all of this to get a nice pristine looking red rocket. One of my favorite things in this modded playthrough is to make it nice pristine area. There we go. So got rid of all of that stuff, and look at this. We can get rid of all of this. Have you never even seen under there before? I don't think I ever have even seen under that corner before. So there we go. Now also, what's this? Light. Cool. If I could connect it with a light, that would be awesome. But no. Scrap it, scrap it, scrap it, scrap it. Now, because since I can't get rid of Red Rocket itself, this is a lot safer to scrap this. King Kush hanging out. What's up? Hello to you. Straight from Cali. Wow, been a while, man. Unless you've been hiding out in lurker mode, which is perfectly okay. Perfectly okay if you want to do that. Look like some weapons. There you go. Looks like some weapons are gonna shoot people's face. There we go. Look, we can get rid of the counter here too. Awesome. What? I can't scrap that. I can only store it. Okay. What's up, puppy? Stand guard while I clean this mess of a place up. These tables are really cute. Let's clean up all this stuff off the floor. Looks like we made it. Wow, that's like 3 levels of stuff right there. I get that? I did get that. All right. Now, I did, again, find a little bit of a bug where, again, start from the top, work your way down. Like that. That's how you get more resources that way. I did find there's a little bit of a bug in here. Now, get the boxes in the middles and the box on the top and then the cabinet. Is that what happens is when you try to store stuff with stuff in it, it doesn't automatically store it. Now, I'd like to leave that ham radio there. I don't know why I do, but I'm getting rid of it. Oh, well. Now, you might have noticed, if you've been in my stream for more than 20 seconds, I love to scrap stuff. I love to scrap stuff. All right, let's check the Red Rocket terminal. Let's see what we got. Business entries. Let's do it. New equipment installed. Took some wrangling at the head office, but we finally got all the tools we need to machine our own parts. No more having to pay for Corvega factory parts the next time they change the spec on a blank fastener. Just take one we got and trim the excess down until it fits. There you go. There you go. Rosa restoration. That Rosa widow in Sanctuary Hills is restoring an old classic Corvega with her son. Nice woman, pretty. Kid seems like kind of a brat, but I guess that's the point of her doing this project with him. Anyway, she's doing a heck of a job. I was amazed at how much her and the kid were able to do on their own. The only reason she even came to me is because the engine is out of her depth. I'm sure we can help her out. Safe storage. Take care of those barrels before you leave tonight. Inspectors are coming first thing in the morning. Just hide them with the others. We'll figure out a longer-term solution later. Hey, if nature's going to favor us with a cave right below the shop, who am I to argue? What? There's a cave right below the shop or something. I'll have to check that out. Go back. October service logs. Friday, October 1st. Replace brakes on the 2075 Fusion Flea Supreme. There we go. Wednesday, monthly service on the vault-tec van. No major issues with the vehicle, but the rep is an uppity a-hole. I wonder who that is. I wonder who that guy is, right? Began work on a late model motorcycle, pre-atomic. That seemed to be simply a sticky throttle. Turned out to be a more serious issue with the cables. They're almost all completely degraded. Will replace with platinum parts. I'd like to find that motorcycle and drive that motorcycle. Began work on a late model motorcycle. Oh, wait, I just answered that one. Just read that one. Monday the 18th. Coolant leak in one of these new 2077 Corvega couples. Bubble top. They don't make them like they used to. Friday, October 22nd, replace the atomic alternator in a 2073 Corvega. And there we go, the surface logs. And go back. There we go. And did I get everything? That kind of just threw me off. Yeah, I got everything. Yep. There we go. We got it. We read it. We're good. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Now, your companion loves to get in your way, by the way. He loves to stand in your way when you're scrapping, especially dog meat. He's the biggest notorious companion to stand in your way. I love how I can get rid of these bricks. Look at this. See, now this is how you want a settlement. Nice and clean. You cleared away the debris. Why, oh, why did they not give you that option? I have no idea. I have no idea. And again, we'll go ahead and take our thing inside here if we can get it to set somewhere. I didn't want to go anywhere over there. All right, we'll put it out here in the front. Just to kind of get it out of the way. There's a campfire back here, but it's out of there. And armor workbench. Now, normally, I will get rid of all these workbenches at Red Rocket, because I am not going to use them. But maybe my settlers will use them, so we'll leave it there. And again, we're just going to try to speed through the rest of this kind of scrapping. Notice how I can get rid of the bushes. If you're just tuning in, that's because I have a mod that allows me to scrap a whole lot more at a whole lot more different places. So I don't have to deal with all this bushes in my face and in my settlements and in my stuff when I'm trying to build. Especially this one right here. When you're trying to build up here on this edge, because they do attack from this edge, these bushes are usually in the way. But we can get rid of some of them at least. I'll take what I can get, unless I can find a way to get rid of this whole entire thing right here. That would be awesome. That would be awesome, but apparently not in the cards. I can get rid of the car, too. Look at this, right here. Scrapped it. Pick it up, walk it in there, and scrap the heck out of it. Again, I can do this all day. All day, but we're going to try to get this done. Now, you might be like, Kismet, what are you going to build here at... oh, I don't want to get rid of that sign. That sign is cool. Can I move that sign? I can move that sign. I can move that sign. I'm going to move it over here. Maybe up here. Oh, yeah, we can get rid of all this, too. Wish I'd get rid of that right there. But no. Look at that. Yes. Come on. Give it to me. Love to be able to remove that. So somebody painstakingly went through every single settlement and found a way. Oh, look. I can get rid of that mole rat house. Yay! Those things stay in your settlements forever. Not anymore. Not anymore, everybody. It's out here. So, normally I do not build here at Red Rocket, because Red Rocket is such a tiny, especially in survival mode, such a tiny settlement, and the better thing to do is to actually make Red Rocket your recruiting office, right? So I'm actually going to make it a recruiting office this time, but I will actually build it as a settlement as well. Look at this, how you can just get in here and you get all this little extra stuff out of the way. So I'm going to make it into a recruiting office. If I remember, hopefully. If I remember. I'm going to put this over here because I'm going to utilize that at some point. Again, now we can get rid of those really pesky. And if you notice, I'm even scrapping all the beer bottles for now. I am just trying to scrap a whole lot of stuff. This one's not too bad. Not too bad. How are we looking on time? Looking good. Looking good, huh? Oh, can't get those. Can't get those ones. I feel like I'm just not on the right angle to get them. I think you should be able to get those. Now, by the way, if you don't like these mole rats, right? I forgot to loot them. I forgot to loot them. You can actually pick the mole rats up. And you can throw them outside your settlement. But me, I'm just going to pick them up. Try to go a little bit slower. Throw them back there in the corner. Now, some settlements, you can pick them up, and you can move them, and then they will be forever moved. It will remember where you moved them to, right? I'm going to try to have a little fun here and get it right here. See how far I can throw it. Wow. Just that far. So you can move stuff, right? More mole right there. You can move stuff, and then it will actually permanently move. Sometimes if you move stuff, it'll just reset when you come back again next time. So we're going to test it here with the mole rats. I cannot remember whether they will stay or reset where they were, or whether they will stay in the same position. It's been a long time since I even thought about it. Or will they completely disappear altogether? Some mobs, when they attack, will actually disappear from there. And I can't pick that one up. Can't pick that one up. This one I can. Why I can't pick that one up, I have no idea. Whee! So we'll throw them in Red Rocket for now, so we don't have to look at them. Yep. Unable to pick that one up. And again, we'll get all the little bits. Of course, there is a little way you can put stuff in these and then just carry like the bread. I mean the bread. Just carry like the meat of it and or the head of somebody, and just put all your loot in there and just carry the head around. A little creepy, but it is possible. All right. Gas pumps. Get rid of it. Get rid of those gas pumps. Get rid of all this debris. I just want to see what it looks like without the debris. I think that's the most exciting part of scrapping it at this point. Woohoo. That went fast. Now, when I'm not playing on stream, by the way, I am usually going at like 10 times the speed I am going right now. This way you guys can see what I'm doing, because it kind of sucks watching somebody and they're going so fast that you can't see what they're doing. It kind of sucks. Thank you so much to Wolfgang coming in, dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Now, again, if you do have a question or comment for me, my name is Kismet. You can put Kiz or Kismet in the chat, and I will be able to respond to you. Gun Happy Hippie says, good morning, Kismet, and all good morning to you, Gun Happy. Welcome, welcome to the chat. I hope you're having a great morning. I do also look back at my chat just to make sure. VAC says Cerami. Coin Flick, we got Torn Away saying howdy in the chat. Howdy to you back. Howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Boom. Now, I'm having a lot of fun. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying as much as I'm enjoying scrapping the heck out of this. Now, again, I'm not going to do every single one, but since this is going to be one of my primary starting areas, again, we're going to invest that time. Look at this. We can get rid of these bushes on the edge. Yay! Finally get rid of that. Can we get rid of this? Oh, we could get rid of that. I don't want to, but that would be awesome. If I wanted to put a kill box or something right there, that would be very, very cool. You could take this out and put whatever you want there instead. Look at this. Now we can see here. See people trying to come up on us. We can make some kill boxes, wipe them out. Again, this is like a natural barrier, though. It does help you block from raiders and whatnot. They're coming in trying to get you, but it also blocks your ability to see what side they're attacking from. Like so. I love that ability to remove all this brush. Again, I just get me a machete, or in this case, my little stab. Oh, whoa, I can get rid of all of that. Yay! Get my little stab and just cut all this stuff down is what I would have done. I was really there. I would cut it all down. I would clean house and start again. Look at this. Start with the top first. There you go, and then you get this pole. I can make this into whatever I can envision, whatever resources I want to collect. I can go in and make this into my dream settlement, because that is the power we now have. Look at this. We can get rid of all this stuff that's always hanging down here. Get rid of that thing off the back of there. I don't know, kind of like that thing back there, but I can always come back and do it again. Store that in the workbench. All right. How are we looking? Look at this. We can get rid of this stuff hanging down here. Why could you not do that in the base game? Why? Why can you not just take down all... I mean, a person could literally walk up there and just pull that down to make it look nicer. I guess they want it to look worn out, rustic. And that's okay. That's okay by me. Nuka-Cola Cherry, try it today. Well, we'll try and make it even better looking than that. Bunch of dead mole rats in here. Oh, got some cigarettes. And again, all this stuff. Company. Aberacto. Where do you put that back on there? I bet you there's a texture where you could put that back on there if you wanted to. I bet you there's a mod somewhere that would let you do it. Again, we're going to be checking everything. Oh, right here. More evil plant. Wow, I didn't even know that light was even under there. I had no idea. I'd like to get rid of this thing, too. This arm here. That would be nice. Oh, wow. Look, you can get rid of all of this, too. You can actually make like a drive-through right here. Nice, nice. Now, some of this you can do in the base game already. But some of it is like locked there where you can't get rid of it. It's blocking what you're doing. Oh, look up here. We've got some more of this stuff. Let's get rid of all of this. Get out of there. Why? Why is that not in the base game? I have no idea. Didn't have enough time, maybe. Didn't have enough time, kids, man. We're trying to make a game, man. Trying to make a game. Everybody's breathing down our throats saying, Kismet, man. I can't handle the stress. We're trying to make an awesome game. We're trying to make an awesome one. Because we're actual gamers who make games as opposed to suits who think they can just charge us any amount. We're just going to give up our hard-earned money for their junk that they're producing. Oh, whoa, did I go off the rails there? Did I go off on a slight tirade there? It could have been. It could have been. Look at this! Look how nice and clear that is. Yes! That actually, see, now that's actually some room that would make a really nice settlement here. Now, of course, if the settlement had a larger amount you could build, then it'd be even better. Now, again, I did install the ability to build at 3 times the current size of settlements. Now, I didn't give myself unlimited, because unlimited, now that's cheating. Because, you know, you're not going to have really an unlimited source of resources. Though, in real life, you could totally just build until you ran out of money, right? And here, the same thing. You could just kind of really build unlimited. But I thought I would limit myself to 3 times. I think that would be, within lore, I think that would be okay. And we'll see how it goes. I've not turned that on yet, by the way, because I don't really need it right now. Unless it's on by default, which we'll find out eventually. But you actually have to install the mod and then turn it on for it to happen. Now, I probably wouldn't turn it on until I actually needed it at this particular settlement. Because there's not much going to be going on early on in this settlement. This settlement is pretty much going to be, like I said, it's going to be just recruiting people. But I am going to work very heavily on my settlements as I go this time. Instead of coming back way later game, I'm going to be doing a mega run where I actually work on my settlements as I go. As opposed to just running to a higher level and then coming back with all these resources. We'll go ahead and give that a try this run. Alright, I think we got this baby done. And it's looking good. It's looking good. Look at all this stuff back here. Ooh, nice. Give me that loot. Again, when you're using your E key, sometimes you hit the wrong button, or you hit the button too early. I mean, if you're going to get rid of this bush, why not be able to get rid of all of these? I don't understand. They're right on the edge of the settlement. That drives me crazy. It drives me crazy that you can't get rid of the other ones in the vanilla game, but that even drives me even more crazy. How's it hanging? It's hanging awesome. It's hanging awesome like always. We are doing a new playthrough. Playing right now in very hard mode. Now, normally I play in survival mode, because usually the regular mode is just too easy. But yes, I'm playing in the very hard mode, because actually in some things, very hard mode is actually harder than survival mode. But right now I don't have the conditions and all that other stuff that I would have, which is nice because you don't have to worry about it like you normally do when you're in survival mode. You're constantly worried about food, water, and all of that stuff. I think I got it. I think we're good. Anything else, dog meat? Did you see anything else, buddy, that I missed? Exit signs. Oh, there's a hidden camera there. I never even remember that camera that's sitting up there. Wow. I don't think I ever remember that camera up on the ceiling there. Huh. Huh. Well, if the Institute is watching, they're not watching anymore. All right, let's go ahead and do a little tomfoolery here, a little trickery, and get ourselves up on top of here. There we go. Let's try to get on the ladder this time. There we go. And up we go. And I hope we can remove all this stuff on the top. We can. Awesome. I see a lot of scrapping in this playthrough. Prepare for lots and lots of scrapping. All right. That wasn't too bad. That didn't take too long. It was a fairly small settlement, but very nice. And we cleaned up all the top part here. Again, if it was me, I would have put that in the base game. I would have put that in... Oh, I don't want to get rid of my plank. I like them a plank, though. This plank is a little annoying when you're trying to line it up, and sometimes it doesn't line up perfectly, and you're like, dang, that stupid plank is blocking me. I can't put my thing up there. Tempted. Tempted, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it for now, but let's take a look at our hard work. Look at this red rocket, completely cleared of foliage. I'm going to definitely leave those because I like those billboards. But look at this. We could put some a Kismet kill box right here, and we could defend this whole entire area. Of course, we could put up on the front, which I've done before. I've done it actually on the top of the, well, not on the very top, but up on the red rocket itself, which is pretty cool. I would love to take out those bushes over there, but not able. And we've got another one done. So, you know, we don't want to accidentally have to do all that again. So let's go ahead and save. Let's go ahead and save that. How are we looking on time? We're looking good. We're looking good. Almost sounds like a Harry Potter joke. There you go. Kez, are you allowed to use the you know what from the vault you know where on this playthrough, or just melee again? No, this is unrestricted play. Kiz, Corpse Cleaner is a mod for chopping up dead thing, but you have to buy the mags for typing each beforehand to make it immersive. Can scrap power armor bodies out of settlements also. Awesome. Yes, I did see a mod, and I think I have it installed, that actually allows me to chop up the dead settlers at each of my settlements. But we don't have enough resources for that right now, because the number one thing we need to do, of course, is to start our settlement going. So we just went in and we did, you know, I wonder if we're going to put this on the, I put this up above. I don't think I've ever kept this thing. I usually scrap it right away. Let's put this up above for funsies. Can we put that up? We can put that up there. Okay, now that's cool. Now that's coolsies, everybody. I like it. I like it. I've never kept that thing. The very first playthrough I've ever kept that. All right, now before I go, I'm going to go over here with my buddy Dogme. Now, the great thing about this particular thing is I'm not hurting for space all the time. I'm constantly hurting for space in survival mode, because you only get 125. I've got 260 here, which is like a ton. But even with my 260, I just pulled everything out of there. It's 486. So you're like, well, let's just use dog meat, right?
Heads up.
Let's just use my buddy dog meat. Let's see how much he can carry. So we'll give him a bunch of this junk. And you might be like, Kismet, why are you taking all the junk from here? You can just leave it here and connect the two settlements. That's true. Chin coming in with a 3-month sub love up in here. Thank you so much for that sub love. What are we on right now? What are we on? What is going on with my overlay? Hold on one second. We got so much love today that my overlay has broken. Let's see some love and attention for Chen in the chat for that 3-month sub love. Look at your little baby dragons all growing up. Your little baby dragons growing up and looking awesome. Looking amazing. Let me see. What am I in here? I am in the non-power armor. Now, I've got this really cool program or this website that I use called Stream Elements. So I love those guys over there. They're pretty awesome guys. And they also have an amazing product that allows me to do all of the stuff I want to do in one easy place. So you don't have to have 25 bots like I used to have, and you don't have to fool around with all of that craziness. You can go in and just do what you got to do. Like in this case, I've got to... Oh, I see. Got to move that around. Oh, it's behind the thing. That's interesting. Can't select it. All right, gonna have to select it by layers. Hold on one second, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and fix my subscriber count. For some reason, it is in a position where I can't get to it. I don't have to mention that to him. How can you hide that? Yeah, if I'm doing that bottom left corner. It's the bottom left corner. I can't actually adjust it, but I can go in and use highlight it and then use some simple ability to change the width of it to, let's say, 50. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and put our overlay back. There's in Stream Elements, there is a thing in the lower left-hand corner that allows you to test out your stuff, right? Allows you to test out your alerts and all that stuff. And I happen to have something that's a little too small that is right behind it, and I can't get to it. But I can go in and just lock that one. There we go. Let's see if I can grab it without hitting that thing. Doesn't look like it. Nope. All right, this is tricky stuff now, everybody. This is tricky. Need to deselect. All right, deselect. Grab this. Adjust its width again, because now I need to nudge it over, and I can't nudge it over. It's my bad for having it right there, but still it shouldn't make it where I can't move it. It's gonna make it really wide. There we go. There we go. So if you have anything under that bell, you make it really wide, and then you can grab it from the side and move it over. That's what I'm doing right now. Oops. That was just a test, by the way, everybody. I accidentally hit it. I accidentally hit that right there. All right, there we go. Now I can properly get that in there and then probably scale down the text a little bit. I just noticed that my particular thing, when it gets past that first number, it gets too big. Now watch as it changes right down here. Boom, to 13. There we go. Showing that love tonight, man. You guys are really crushing it. Crushing that love. Let me get out of there. Again, I love how you can adjust it live on stream and make it right whenever you notice something is astray with your overlays. Now, again, all the overlay overhead, by the way, goes onto their site as opposed to being on your machine. So if you're having lots of trouble streaming, and also if you're using only one machine, if streaming and also running your streaming software really works well, because you have a lot less overhead that you have to deal with. And there we go. All right. That was quick and easy. Quick and easy to fix. All right. So again, we're giving this the dog meat. Let's see how much we can give him. I'm sure it's going to be a lot more than usually. Now, again, in the new survival mode, they can carry a whole lot less as well. Oh, I can't give him any more. Can't give him any more. Let's go ahead and just roll our way down. See if I can get any more. I can't. Now, of course, I have two options now. I could walk slow, which I'm not going to do. Or I can go in here and I'm going to go ahead and sort this by weight. And just put some of this stuff back by weight. Again, this is what I do in the very beginning. Whoa. Oh, it's like steel. Yeah, steel was taking up a bunch of it, and wood. Ah, I see. Steel and wood. All right, we'll take the bulk of that. Rubber. Another one. All right. And then again, we'll go ahead and do that by weight on this side. And we'll go ahead and just grab a few things here. Oh, a little too much. The toaster back. Now again, why do I take it to Sanctuary? Well, Sanctuary is going to be my primary base here in the very beginning. And I want to take all of the resources that I have and put them at Sanctuary so I don't have to kind of fool around with it being in multiple places at the very beginning. Also, I'll be doing scavenging stations, which will, of course, make it easier for me to for me to do all of that stuff. Now, another thing I would do right here on the bridge, if I had the ability to, would be to go in and make a crafting thing, right? I would go ahead and make myself like a, not a chemistry station, but one of these little cooking stoves and put it right here so I could access the workbench, but not able to do that. Look at this beautiful sanctuary. Oh, wait, we've got a rogue. We've got a rogue light, everybody. Let's get it. There we go. So I would put a workbench over there, and I'm probably going to grab one of these workbenches and take it over there, one I'm not going to use very much. Let's go see. I was going to use the least useful workbench for me at this point in the game. I would probably say this right here. Now, this is not a cooking stove. This is actually a chemistry station. I don't know why it's saying cooking stove, because that's probably what I was rolled over the last time. But I'm going to go ahead and take it over here. Now, we already tried this before where we tried to put it up on the thing, and it wouldn't let us because it's treating it like it's not a solid ground. But that's okay. We'll go ahead and just put it right over here. I forget which way is the front. I think this is the front. Yeah, it's got the little door there. And then we go right here and we hit T to drop it all into the workbench. Now, again, I don't need all this other stuff on me right here. We don't need pipe pistol, don't need tire, iron, don't need that 10mm pistol, hard hat, nah. All this stuff. Don't need it on me. Don't need it. I didn't listen to my high honey thing, did I? Well, on our way back, we'll go ahead and listen to that. Standard receiver. What ammo am I actually using? 38 is what I'm using, probably, and 10mm, so we'll take those. Now, probably these don't have any weight. No, I can keep all the ammo on me now, and I don't need to actually put it all back in the workbench. Yeah, see, it has no weight, so it doesn't matter. I can just carry unlimited ammo like I did in my first playthrough. So I won't worry about ammo dropping it in there anymore. Just take care of that. This mod is ridiculously satisfying, isn't it? Good morning, Kismet. Hope you're having a magical time. I am having the time of my life right now. This is like sending Kismet to loot heaven right now. There we go. Kismet, the devourer of pretty add-ons. There you go. I love me some pretty add-ons. I love me some add-ons that I can actually do the stuff that I wanted to do from the very beginning of the game, which is clear everything around Red Rocket and take down all the darn bushes and restore it and make it look awesome. And then, of course, have more room and not have, like, bushes clipping through the bottom of my places and stuff in my way. So when we get started with that sim sediment, oh, man, are we going to have some fun. We're really going to have some fun. I'm going to go ahead and take this with me. I'm taking this with me, dog meat. I hope you don't mind. I'm taking this with me because this is some resources right here. This is some reason. I could float it down the river if I wanted to, which is kind of fun. But I need every bit of resource I can get. I'm going to put it right there in my settlement. And then I'm going to scrap it. Boom. There we go. Now, just so you know, I could be fast leveling myself right now very easily. Just by making a whole bunch of structures or making a whole bunch of the same thing over and over again to just level myself up as fast as possible. But it sucks some of the fun out of the game, so I don't like to do that. Now, of course, it's your game. You can do whatever you want. But in my case, I don't like to do that. So again, also, now that we know that we don't have to worry about ammo anymore, we'll just leave all the ammo on us all the time so we don't have to keep fooling around with it all the time. Now, one of the things I really don't like, and I got a mod for this, by the way, is my miscellaneous stuff here. So if we go under miscellaneous here, I've got this thing called key ring. As I get keys throughout the wasteland, it's going to go into that key ring, so it's not taking up so much darn space. Now, I wish they'd make another one for passwords. So if you guys know a mod for password items that will drop into a password book or something, maybe you write all your passwords down in one book or into like a cassette case or something, where you could clear those out so those are not taking up so much of your miscellaneous stuff, right? I hate the fact that when you go into the Pip-Boy, you can't see jack squat. You have to actually go in and trade with something to see what you're actually trying to find in there. So let's go ahead and play this one. Kira Corellia and Redaboo coming in with the auto host love. Thank you so much for that. Hope you guys are enjoying this epic playthrough. We're doing a mega playthrough right now. Mega playthrough, and we are crushing it. Let's listen.
Oopsie. No, no, no. Fingers away. There we go. Okay. Just say it. Right there. Right there. Yay. Hi, honey. Listen, I don't think that Sean and I need to tell you how great of a father you are. But we're going to anyway. Isn't that right? You are kind and loving. Funny. That's right. And patient. So patient. Patience of a saint, my mom used to say. Look, with Sean and us all being home together, it's been an amazing year. But even so, I know our best days are yet to come. There'll be changes, sure. Things we need to adjust to. You'll rejoin the civilian workforce, and I'll shake the dust off my law degree. But everything we do, no matter how hard, we do it for our family. Now, say goodbye, Sean. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Come on. Bye, honey. We love you.
Oh, man. Way to bring the mood down. But, oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love the embellishments of the story. I missed a couple spots. Look at this. Look at this. How could I leave such dirt and grime at my excellent, beautiful settlements over here? How could this happen? Oh, speaking of leaving stuff laying around, let's get this. And let's throw it in here. And let's see if they stay there. Let's see if they stay there. If not, that's okay too. All right, we are done. We are done here. We're ready to have some more action. Now, before we go any further, of course... Oh. I could just do it all day. I'm telling you guys, I could just do it endlessly. Cleaning that all up. That's all I ever wanted to do the first playthrough, was just clear all these darn bushes out of the way and make it a nice flat area so I can, like, build stuff there, right? Can't build on weird hills and stuff. It makes it hard to do it. I gotta make it up really high, and then I, of course, hit the building limit, right? There's something flying over. There's something flying overhead. All right, let's get up here real quick. Right here. Can't get rid of those lights. Can't get rid of the rocket. All right, everybody. We're going to stand right here and look at some foreshadowing that we're going to be doing here in just a moment. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick AFK. Now, if you didn't know, I have a stealth boy, and I'm going to use it right now, and I'll be back in just a minute. Going to grab me another beverage, another water, and I'll be right back. Boom, I'm back, everybody. It's me, Chris Kringle, and it's about time to finish up. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the power over to you and let you decide whether you think I should mega stream. Do you think I should go for another 3 hours? What do you think? Do you think I should go for another 3 hours, at least get this whole thing started? You let me know in the chat. Mega stream or call it here. You let me know. You let me know. And thanks to Cage Drunk as well, coming in with the host. You think we should keep going? I'll do it. I'll do a mega stream for you guys. Now, I appreciate, of course, my mods. All my mods don't have to stay for that. We can go ahead and keep going if you guys want. Let me know. And because we're just getting to the nitty gritty now. We spent a lot of time making our settlements beautiful. That's okay. We got them both ready to go. And we've got to, of course, go down the road and then really fire up our settlements. And, of course, we got that circuitry, so we do have the ability to do a radio beacon, by the way. Let's go back and check that out. Let's go back and take a look at that radio beacon. Can't wait to get some more action points as well. Now, you might be like, Kismet, how did you get it so early? Well, all I did was just scrap the stuff that I found over here and over there. And so we'll go in, we'll look under power, we'll look under miscellaneous, and there you go. And you're like, Kismet, wait a minute. It didn't work, bro. It didn't work. For some reason, that happens. I don't know why. I don't know why, because you saw I had a telephone, right? You saw I had a telephone. So if you go in and you look, there's a telephone with circuitry too, right? And you're like, well, you found the circuitry, Kismet, you're good. But sometimes you confuse things very easily in the game, right? Is it circuitry or is it something else? It's crystal. And I used to have that problem at the very beginning of the game. I'm like, I have the telephone. I have it. I have the circuitry. Why can I not make the beacon? That's because it's crystal that you need. And that's why I'm always super looting all the time to find the crystal and the and screws and aluminum and all of that stuff. That's why I'm constantly scrapping and collecting everything so I have enough resources to make those radio beacons. Now, once I have those radio beacons, I win. Even at level 5, I know I've already won the entire game. Once I have that, basically those radio beacons, and where I have people who could, of course, generate purified water. And then once I'm able to do that, I rule. I rule. So let's do it. You ready, dog meat? Let's go. Let's go down the hill. We'll play a little bit longer. Kismet the Devourer. Something about fetch. Dog Cleaver. I don't know what you're trying to say there, Dark Angel, but all right. First Set says, and hi. Oh, hello, First Set. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Monterey Pat says mega. Philip says, yeah, let's do it. First Set says, do it, and hi. And yeah, okay, we got some votes to do it. I'm going to do it. I haven't done a mega stream in a while. I feel like it's justified. It's justified here. Oh, wait, these lights came on at nighttime and I scrapped them. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, ours. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I could have left those cool lights there, but I got rid of them. That was my bad. Come back and fix that lighting later on. Fix that lighting later on. So it's time to go down the hill here. Now, what do we got? We've got ourselves a stabby stab. We've got ourselves a pew pew. And we got ourselves a pipe rifle. Now, currently, we got 6 bullets for this pipe rifle, so I'm not going to think it's going to be that one. But I've got my buddy.
Hey.
Now, in survival mode, I always use my companions first because I can be one-shot in survival mode. Now, I don't know if I can be one-shot here in very hard mode, but I'm going to use my companions wisely as well.
Get him.
Don't need no VATS. Wait till I get my rifle. Wait till I get my rifle and then it's on. But first we got to... I don't even know where that guy went. I don't even know where that guy went. Where did he go? Where did he go? Let me get my... I already got it out. Got him way over here. He was running this way. There he is. Again, I hate to lose loot. I like me some loot. Brahmin meat there. Killed the other one this way. Now, actually, I thought I had a mod that would show me, would highlight those. It probably doesn't seem to be working. That will highlight the dead mobs for me, because that's one of the things that I don't like, is that it doesn't highlight the mobs when they die, which I think is a smart move, personally. Concord, we made it. Now, of course, we're going to save right here, and this way we don't have to do a whole lot of that again. And I'm going to go around the back way, which is the normal kind of sneaky way that I get over here and get going on this quest. Now, of course, there's also tons of loot back here, so I want to go ahead and grab some of that while I'm at it. Happen to run across some. And normally I blow up that car, but I blow up this car. I'm gonna blow up all these cars. But right now, oh, it's gonna be good to use a pistol as a weapon finally. All right. Time to be stealthy.
Yo. Psst. Here. Get him.
Oh, it's been so long. It's been so long. So I got to shoot him. I'm just going to shoot him in the shoulder. So satisfying to be able to shoot stuff again. That's my buddy. You did a good job, dog meat. You did a good job. My favorite companion in the game right there. Roram knows what I'm talking about. It's Crystal. Exactly. Exactly. And again, I used to have that problem at the very beginning. I would mix those two things up, and sometimes I still do. What do we got? Sack. We got leather right arm. We're going to definitely use that. Let's go ahead and start to gear up a little here. Whoop. What do we got here? 2 leather right arms. That doesn't help us. Road leathers doesn't help us. Sack with hood. Eh. Keep being sneaky, dog meat. Keep being sneaky, brother. Get that loot. It's nice to be able to loot, too. Miniman! No.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick.
Oh, really? Alright, we'll get to use the Miniman weapon. I haven't used this in forever. Let's go ahead and put that as number 4.
You can trust me.
Trust me too, bro. Alright, did we get anything in there from the Minutemen we can wear? Let's see. Again, as I go along, I am actually adding armor as I find it along the way. Charisma 1. Ooh, I like the Charisma instead. We get the Charisma instead. Minutemen outfit. Doesn't really help me. But I would look cool with it, I guess.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group. Did you see that?
Now, Doing a little bit of a stealth build. Little bit of a stealth run. Ooh, leather chest piece. Look at this. Look at this deal. Nice. Coming down.
Psst. Hey,
Peekaboo.
on him.
Let's go.
Yeah! So satisfying. I remember when I used to be able to shoot guns. All right, what do you got, brother? Molly, switchblade, right leg. All right, awesome. We're cobbling together some armor here, everybody. Now, this is only exciting very early in the game. Very later in the game, of course, you got much better stuff. Good job, buddy. Good job. I could have sworn there was a tougher mob here, but that's because I probably play normally in legendary mode. Legendary mobs are typically hiding in here. I don't see any in here right now. No more. I think I got them all. I see some loot over here, so I'm going to grab that as well. All right, little buddy. You ready to go? You're such a good puppy.
Heads up.
Come on, buddy. Let's go. Now, I knows how I talk to him, so he'd follow me. Otherwise, he'll stand over there. He'll stand over there. So I got that one. I got this one. I looted all of that. Don't want to lose any of my loot. We're ready to go. I love the sound of the of this particular gun as well. I love the sound. Loot detector. If your mod requires the scraper perk. If your mod requires the scraper perk to work. Oh, the scraper perk. That's right. I think I remember reading that in there. Oh, almost got him. Vaporized. I just realized I need a stem pack. I need a stem pack or some food. Ah, look at that. I can use a stem pack. I can use a stem pack without having to do water. Notice how I got no conditions over there. I have to do water every time I do a stem pack. That's really obnoxious, by the way. Every time you do a stem pack, you need like 4 or 5 purified waters. It's awesome. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I need that that perk. Loot detector requires scrapper, which is the next perk I'm going to pick. So that's going to be handy. Right down here, we're going to go ahead and use scrapper so that when we're scrapping a bunch of stuff, we'll get that sweet thing. So we got the scrapper. Scrapper vision. All right, let's see if we've got that vision now. I don't know how to turn it on.
Lost.
Leather chest piece. Let's go ahead and check that leather chest piece. Is it better than what I've got? No, the same. See, we've got a piece of this guy over here.
When you turn up, you're dead.
A couple pieces of the dude over here.
There you are, you bastard.
So lucky. So lucky. That totally should have been a hit. Whoa! There's where you are. I'm just gonna shoot you in the leg. Could have shot him better myself. Could have shot him better myself. Where'd you go? Oh, he's over there. That's all she wrote on that one. Ooh, another stem pack. I'm gonna have so many stem packs by the time I'm done doing this playthrough. What? JRDE coming in with a 5-month sub love. Boom! And away that little thing goes. Shoot him! I'm on it. I'm on it. I finally get to shoot stuff. I can't wait. You guys challenged me to do that melee playthrough, and I did it. And we crushed it. We crushed it. Let's not forget that loot. More loot over here. Now, see? Yeah, yeah. 38 round. We got a stem pack. Pipe pistol plus leather right arm. Let's see what we got there. Let's see what we got. Leather right arm. Road leathers. Already got a right and a left. I need a left leg is what I need. And again, this is when I'm coming through these first raiders is when I'm gearing up my guy to be able to take more damage as we go through. Now again, in this particular mode, of course, the stem packs work a lot better than in survival mode. If I use the stem pack in survival mode, it would literally just heal just the tiniest bit. The tiniest bit. So again, we're making sure to super loot as we're coming through.
Have your key back, you jackanapes! No taxation without representation! Remember, lads, that you with my fee. Back to London, boys! Come on, dolls! We ride to Lexington to want Hancock and Adams. Awake, men of Middlesex! The King's regulars are coming out!
Love that sound. So awesome. Wish I could play the music while I was at it too, but I get striked on YouTube if I do. So I will have to just enjoy the ambiance. All right, Kismet's Guide to Terminals. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3, out. And, I mean, you can do this all day, really. You just hit tab to get out. But usually when I get to here, this is when I go, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and try to do it the normal way. So again, the first 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to try to find the reset. Right now, I could probably do it just with the one I've got, but I'm going to go ahead and go through here and try to find the reset. Now, why don't I do the reset before I click all the things? And that's because what happens is you kind of waste some of your duds, right? So if you get rid of the right duds, you can actually get rid of pretty much all of the bad ones, because you know the first 3 are not good. And then, of course, all the other ones that you find are going to be left after that. Again, we're looking for some that are in there. We got a reset up there. We got a reset. Let's see if we can find any more duds while we're at it right here. Which one? Woods was the same as 2. Let's see. And that had 1. So it's got to have something in common there. Huh. That has 1, but it doesn't. And this has 2. But these 2 do not have any in common. How can that be? This has 1 in common, which would be the O. And this has 1 likeness, O, W, N, E, D. That's not right. See? I just found a flaw. It said 2 of these are like this, right? But none of these have anything in common with this. So that's incorrect. That's incorrect right there. It shouldn't give you that option. All right, well. Woods has 2, so we'll remember that. And then down here we go. All right, so what do we got? We got Woods, and it has 2 like the proper one. So, and we know it's not Foyer, because we already did that one. We know it's not Owned. We already did that one. So Pouch has 1 in common with Wood. And let's see, Walls has 1 in common. Actually, it has 2 in common. I'm going to go with Walls. Nope. Not Walls. That was a close one. So, let's see. Owned. Yeah, I guess I could have seen it by Owned. I got Owned by Owned. So it has 1 in common. Maybe the D? Wood or Found. Let's try Found. Nope. Oh, wow, that is three like the correct one. Then it's got to be would or could. Oh, that sucks, bro. That sucks, bro. So it's would or could. Oh, you found. Owned, we already tried. Try owned? Maybe it is owned. Maybe we're getting owned. I think we tried owned. So would or could? Oh, that's a good one. I'm going with could. That's not it. Would?
Yes.
It was one or the other. Let's do it. Now again, I could have just escaped and tried it again. All right, unlocking. Look what we got right here. Fusion core. Awesome. Listen to this humming again. Got some loot down here. Now again, in this particular playthrough, I'm going to be looting ahead of time. So I can just take that loot with me. I don't have to come back for it. Which is awesome. We got an upper skull, we got a Nuka-Cola, we got a switchblade, 30mm, and Radaway. I like to go over to this side, because then you can get a little reconnaissance. Such a good puppy. I don't think there's anybody on this side. Little reconnaissance. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to get all the stuff off of dog meat, I bet. I forgot to do that. That is a bummer. All right. So, 92 of 260. Wow. Really? That's it. Fusion Kell, some 10mm, some Rad-X, Nuka-Cola, Bloatfly. I can carry a whole crazy lot right from the start here because, again, I also have 5 strength, which just the strength alone is helping me carry more as well. Pokey coming in with a massive host. Holy mackerel. Thanks, Pokey, for the host. Appreciate the love, man. Hey, kids, mods, and chat. How are you? I'm doing awesome. Check it out. I'm doing a mega playthrough. Hey, JR, what's up? See you in there as well. Magic Wolf Lady is also hanging out in the chat. The mega playthrough. I started all over from scratch again. I'm in very hard this time instead of survival mode. I've already done survival mode several times. Already crushed that. So I thought I would try very hard because it's supposed to be harder in certain situations in the game, as well as I'm doing my very first modded playthrough. That's right, I've got a bunch of mods that make a whole bunch of stuff look a lot cooler, like this gun right here. Also is a kind of a bit upgraded textures-wise. A lot of awesome textures I've added to it. I'm running 77 mods right now. Now, I uninstalled Fallout 4 and reinstalled it, deleted all my past games. That's 2,000 hours worth of playing Fallout 4, and started fresh. Fresh here. And we spent a lot of time scrapping away at other settlements, but then, of course, we got it done, so we don't have to worry about it. What's out this window? What's out there? I know what's out there. What do we got over here? We've got some of these dudes. We got some of these dudes who need to be shot in the face, I think. Here's some caps. I'll definitely take some of that. And what do we got here on the desk? We've got some stuff here on the desk. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. But there we go. That's a miscellaneous. Got some junk. What else do we got in here? Let's look under our quest. Speaking of our quest, just when freedom calls and out of time, which we've already done. So we're doing when freedom calls here. And again, we want to be a little bit of stealthy action. We've already cleared all the stuff down below. Maybe we'll take a cone and throw it at him. Oh, there's a baseball glove. Funny how I saw that better in the dark than I saw it in the light, right? Now again, in this particular playthrough, the ammo weighs nothing. So, it gives me a huge advantage, of course. I can just carry just random ammo around on me. Let's go ahead and look under apparel. Let's see. Minuteman outfit. Let's see. Rather right leg. What do I got right now? I got Raider, so 2.2, or Leather, which is 2.5. So, let's go ahead and go with that Leather. Again, you want to go from Raider to Leather to Combat and above, or actually to Metal and then to Combat and above. keep being a little sneaky here, everybody. We're gonna be a little sneaky action. I'm gonna go this way. And I think this is probably the first time since I first started playing that I've actually used this weapon.
Telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Stop being such a fucking pansy. We hold out for the others like we're supposed to.
What are you, deaf? Somebody's out there shooting the place up. I ain't sitting around waiting to die.
I swear to God, you make a move for that exit, and I'll gut you myself. Sift him out, or we'll never get the drop on this guy.
Hey. Get into position.
Don't bark. Too bad I can't shoot that thing. Didn't work. Tried to shoot the thing. Touch my puppy. Oh my gosh, another bad shot. Doing so good. All right, bad time. How about your head? Nobody kicks my dog. Don't kick my dog. Go ahead, stick your head out of there again, I dare you. I don't need no VATs. As long as they're fairly still. Alright. What else we got? 5mm. Raider left leg. Alright, now we got a left leg finally. Let's go ahead and get that left leg on. There we go. Now we're doing good. Again, you can just, at this point, because I can carry so much, because I have so much strength, and I don't have a great reduction in what I can carry, I am, like, insanely awesome. This memorial blah, 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 blah. This memorial yeah. Alright, this memorial commemorates, there we go, the many sacrifices of the brave men and women of the United States Armed Forces. From Lexington and Concord to the shores of Iwo Jima, from the Sea of Tranquility to the Anchorage front line, Americans have fought and died through the ages to secure our nation's freedom. May their sacrifices remind us that freedom is a privilege afforded to the many, yet hard won by the noble few, which is very, very true. There they are. From the old days of Russian with a musket, to battleships, to planes flying overhead, to many, many battles, even apparently in outer space. And of course, the epic power armor. Oh, look at that cool. That's a cool gun. I want that gun. That's awesome. Yapping too much and not enough gearing up my thing here. Leather left leg. Well, dang, are we having a day or what? Bam, we got a full leather set. Nice. Let's get sneaky, everybody. Let's get sneaky. We got nothing. I'm just gonna open that door just for the heck of it. Just for the heck of it. Alright, puppy dog, follow me.
I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna skin every last one of you.
Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to deal with.
You hear that? I gotta go take a little walk, but I'll be back, and they'll be dead. End of the line!
Oh. Get him, dog meat. Nice job. Time for some stabby stabby. Oh, knocked him down. Oh. Dog meat owned him. I was going to give him some stabby stabby. Apparently, didn't need to give him some stabby stabby because dog meat just completely owned him. All right. Way to go, dog meat. Way to go. Got to go. Have fun, kids. Take it easy. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you hanging out here in the stream. Oh, cool. I'm doing all right. Just tired of school in a few hours. Oh, my mackerel. Hope you haven't been up all night. Hope you haven't been up all night, Pokey. But if you have, I hope you had a good time. I hope you're having a good time like I'm having a good time up in here. Do I need to stop my recording? I think I do. I think I need to stop my recording right here. And, of course, watch for the next one because we're going to be mega streaming in just a bit. Watch for the next one.